So if you are a member, you have to wait for the brief introduction before we get to members topic. Members, please wait. After the brief introduction, we get to today's topic. All right, you are all welcome today. I see a lot of members. Before we get started, yeah, let's not waste our time. I wanted to do a shout out, but let's not waste our time. Today's Zoom won't be long. It will be a short Zoom. The George, please, you can take it up from here. Hello, Leader George.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. You're all welcome back again to our weekly presentation of this amazing business called Royal Q. Okay, so I heard we have 4 new persons in the house. This will be, to me, Royal Q is one of the best financial decision. Is it one of the best, or is the best financial decision I've ever taken in my life? This is the 4th year in Royal Q. That means I've subscribed 4 good times in this business. And before I encountered Royal Q, I have been online trying to make money. There's a prayer that may we not lose more money. May we not lose money when we are trying to make more money. So I know back in 2020, 2021, early 2021, me personally, I lost millions on online business. I was introduced into online business in 2020. We win some, we lose, we gain from this one, we enter pausing, we come out, we gain small from this one, pausing will not eat everything. So that is what we have been doing all through 2020, 2021, before we now saw Royal Q. For those joining us today, just 2 points you pick. Just 2 points. Number one is that your money, that's your capital, will not be at the mercy. The capital will not be at the mercy of Royal Q, meaning that you don't give Royal Q your capital. Number two, there's no return on investment. It's not a policy scheme that gives you a fixed amount, a fixed income, a fixed earning, and there's no fixed time for you to withdraw. As a trader using Royal Q, you don't withdraw. As a trader using Royal Q, there's nothing like withdrawal. There's nothing like withdrawal or waiting for permission. You withdraw and you wait for permission for them to give you permission for your withdrawal to be successful. You understand? So there's nothing like you placing withdrawal and they are doing maintenance, this, maintenance, that, and you have to wait. In Royal Q, both your capital, your trading capital, and the profits that you're able to be making stays with you. So if you need money, because we are trading in dollars, and profit you'll be making will be in dollars. So if you need money, you can easily sell. Your money is with you. The capital, the profit you are making is with you. So if your robot has made you $10, $5, $20, you can easily sell them. You can easily take it and sell and get money. without placing any withdrawal, without asking anybody for permission. Your profit, you can easily take out your profit anytime you like. So these are the two key points about this business. Then the third one is that we don't we only experience, we don't lose. There's no real loss in this business. We only encounter what we call the waiting time, which is the time from when you start instruct the robot to activate a trade and when the robot will conclude the trade. That is the waiting process. And in that waiting time, we encounter what we call the floating loss and the floating profit. It means that once you start, if the coin is going negative, is on floating loss. If the coin starts going positive, is on floating profit. So the time for the coin to move to your desired take profit, that is what we encounter. That is what we call the waiting time. It can be floating loss, it can be floating profit. That is what we encounter in this business. Okay, so Royal Q stands for Royal Quantitative. It's an artificial intelligence robot. It helps us to trade cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrencies are digital tenders that are volatile in nature. Volatile means that they change in prices very fast. They can increase today, they can increase any minute, they can fall the next second. They can increase this minute, they can fall the next second. So they are very volatile. So Royalkey helps us to trade these digital volatile assets because they are money. Cryptocurrencies are money. They are digital goods. So they are money. So Royalkey helps us to trade them because of their nature, their volatility nature. That means they change in prices very fast. So we need an AI, a robot that works 24/7, whether your phone is off, whether you are busy in the market, whether you are sleeping, whether you don't have data, whether your phone battery is dead. As long as you have activated the robots to trade for you, that trade will continue going, making profits for you. The robot has two modes of trading. Either it's trading on one shot or it's trading on cycle. One shot means you're telling the robot that trade this coin. Once I activate you to trade this coin, once you make profit for me, once you make the full profit, because we have two types of profit. We have two types of profits in the business. There's during that waiting time, the robot can still be making you what we call the sub profits while you wait. You understand? While you wait, the robot can still be making you sub profits. So from the time the robot will give you your full profit, that means when that coin has moved from floating loss to floating profit and it has hit your desired take profit percentage, the robot sells the trade. If you're on one shot mode, the robot stops trading. Your capital and your profit stays in your exchange, be it Binance, Coinbase, Binance, Huobi, Bybit, KuCoin, and the rest. There are up to 9 of them. Your capital and your profit the robot has made, if you are trading on one shot, stays in back in USDT dollars until you come and give it another command. Now we have people that me, I'm busy, oh, I will not be able to be checking this thing. We have the cycle mode. That mode is you're telling the robot that whether you are giving me sub profit or you are giving me the full profit, once you give me full profit, reactivate that same trade again, buy it and continue like that. Just be keeping my profits. Me, I'm after profit. Be trading it on cycle, be giving my profits. That is the two modes of trading we have in RoyalQ. Okay, so the RoyalQ, the robot has some functions like the callback functions. It helps us that sometimes you can set that you need 2% from a trade, and the robot ends up giving you 3%, 4%, 5% profit, depending on how the coins move. Sometimes you set 2%, the robot will give you 1.5%, depending on how the coin pumps, how the coins increase in value. So we have the function called the callback function. It helps for us to make more profit when the coin pumps more. And it helps us to buy, it helps the robot to buy more quantity of that trade when at a better price. So that is the function of the callback. It helps us to make more money, help the robots to sell at a good price, and it helps the robots to buy at a good price. Okay, so it has functions that make the robots to we have the AI margin calls that once you activate it, it monitors, it activates the intelligence of the robot in buying of what we call the margin calls. The robot is being structured that when you start this crypto trading, and because you know crypto is very volatile in price, the price can come down. So the robot is being designed that when anytime the price comes down, it should buy small quantity of that coin, so that when the price of that coin starts appreciating up little by little, it will start selling those quantity it bought below at a lower price. It will start selling them at different upper prices. It will start selling them, giving you what we call the sub profits, until that coin will now increase and reach your desired take profit percentage. It will not sell and give you the full profit. So that is how the robot works. To start the robot, to rent the robot for 1 year, you need $120 to rent it. Now, the robot can only function. That renting of the robot is like you buying a car, or you rent a car. You know that you need to fuel it for that car to move. So the robot also needs some fraction of the money. If you're expecting $100 trade, $100 profit, if you're expecting $100 profit, you should know that you have to put like $20 for gas fees. That money is still your money. If the robot is not making profit for you, that $20 remain with you in your robot account. So in the robot account, you are sending 120 plus that 20 if you are expecting $100 profit. If you're expecting $200 profit, your gas fees will be from $40. Now, that $40 stays with you, is your money. For it to reduce, for your fuel in your car to reduce, you must have started driving it. If you don't drive your car, your fuel stays intact. So that your fuel you put in your car is your money, is your fuel. Until you start driving, until you start enjoying the luxury of your car, of driving it, that is when the fuel will be reducing. So it's the same thing. You start with $120 to rent the robot for 1 year. No instrumental payment, we pay it once. Then you keep at least $20 in your robot account. So when you send, that is, you are sending 140 to your robot account. Once you activate it for 1 year, $120 will be deducted. So you keep, what will be remaining is just $20 for gas fees. When the robot starts trading with your capital, that means you are going to keep some money in your exchange. That is your capital. It can be as low as $15. It can be as low as $50. It can be as low as $100. It can be as low as 200, 300, 400. It can be as high as 1,000, $10,000, $20,000, $100,000. The money is safe in your exchange. Very, very safe in your exchange. It's your capital. Nobody has any right. The robot cannot tamper with your capital. When we link the robot to your exchange, we will only give it two permissions. Permission number one, we are giving the robot permission to be able to read the market because the robot works 247. So the robot should be able to see crypto markets 247. So that if crypto is falling, the robot will be buying margin calls. That is buying more quantity, small quantity at a cheaper price for you if crypto is falling. The robot should be able to see the market if crypto is rising so that it will be selling, making you some profits. So that even when you wait, you are making profits. You are making sub profits that you can easily sell to convert naira, to convert to your money if you need money. So it's amazing. The business is this amazing. That is why we are in the business. This is our fourth year in the business. Some of us have bought cars, some of us have built houses, some of us have bought lands from this business. So if the business is shady or the business is we are losing money, we will not be here explaining the business to you. Some of the business that scammed us, you don't see us talking about them again. Most of them, we did not do it for 4 years, but we are here in this Royal Q doing it for 4 years to show that the business is very, very legit. And it does not promise you a fixed return. It's only what it promises you is 10% to 30% or more. 10% to 30% or more of your trading capital. So if you are starting with $15 as your capital, Royal Q is assuring you of 10 to 30% profit of that your $15 capital. So if the robot starts trading for you and the profit is small, it means that your capital is small. So if you add more capital in your exchange, you will see results. Your results will start improving. So it's genuine like that. Some days in the business, the robot might not make profit because some days in crypto business, crypto will just crash. You will not see any even for it to increase like 1%. It might just be crashing, and the increase you will see maybe 0.5%. And you know the default for the robot to take profit is 1.3. Some people edit their own to be 1%. So you see some days you might not make profits. But you see that 10 to 30% monthly, if you check it on average, if you check it, you will see that some days you will make more profits that we use to cover for those days that you did not make profit. That is why in Royal Q, there is no fixed daily returns. Royal Q only promise you 10 to 30% monthly, and the business is good, it's legit, it's amazing. For you to see a business that gives you that assurance of 10 to 30% monthly. But if you are lucky and you are in a crypto, in a trade, and we had some trade that did 300%, is it day before yesterday? CLV. So if you are lucky to be on that trade, and you are lucky to see when the robot is sending you some alerts that this coin is pumping, this coin has done 5% in the last 24 hours, this coin have done 1%, we have price alerts. If you are lucky, you are with your phone and you saw it, and you're able to increase your take profit to like 30%, you will make that 30% under 1 day. But the robot is assuring you of 10 to 30% monthly or more. Okay, so your capital stays within your exchange, safe and secure. You only link it with API, set of instructions between your robot account and your exchange. You must have activated your robot with that $120 before you now do your linking, your binding, and you will now give the robot two permissions. Permission number one, for the robot to read the market. Permission number two, for the robot to trade in the spot market. If you are new here and you have heard some people talking bad about crypto, crypto has two types of trading. They have the one that is like betting, which is for features. So if you see someone talking that, crypto, don't go there, it will just ask the person, which part of crypto did you do? Is it the sports market or did you trade in the features? Features is like predicting. I predict that this coin will go up. You are longing it. And if the coin starts dropping, it gets to a point it will drop, all your money will go. In sports trading, even if you enter a coin and set 2%, then you want it to increase by 2%, and the coin drops by 50%, the quantity of the coin you bought will still be in your spot market, waiting for any day, any minute, any second, any week, any month, any year, it will come up. It will definitely come up. Two of my trades sold today. Those trades, I've started trading them since 4 months ago. 4 months ago. In the process of this 4 months ago, those trades have been giving me sub profit. They have been giving me sub profit. So I've been enjoying profits from those trades. That means in RoyalQ, there is no timeline. There is no timeline of when your trade will sell off. So I believe, I don't know if there's why I'm talking about this point. I don't know if, let me see, the name have skipped me. Solomon. I don't know if Solomon is on this call. There is no timeline for your trades to sell off in RoyalQ. You are in RoyalQ to make profits. So if that trade likes, let the robot be trading it for 1 year. What your concern should be is, are you making top profits? Is the robot buying your margin calls? Is it selling? If your robot is not buying your margin calls, it might be that your range for your margin, maybe your margin call is small and you have increased your range. You are setting a drop. Maybe you are setting it to buy the next margin at 4% drop. And that coin has been moving to 2% drop. It will go up 2% again. It will increase to. So you see that your next margin will not buy because you set 4%. And the robot has been volatile to 2%, 2% down. It will reduce by 2%. It will increase by 2%. It will reduce by 2%. So it's not buying that your next margin because your margin cost is small and you now increase your range. Maybe you set 4% because of your margin cost is small. So you see why your robot is not buying. So I think I've already started talking about margin calls. So that will be the introduction for RoyalQ. Those that are joining us, if you have any question, you can go ahead. Without sharing, can take it up from here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leader George. Do we have any question? As new members, do we have any question? You can put it in the chat box or use the reaction button to raise your hands. These are for our new people that do not have an activated robot. Is there something you like to still understand? Something that you are still confused about? Please, you can ask your question on the chat box. I believe we have about 4 people on this call. Is there something that you didn't grab in the explanation? You can answer your question or use the reaction button to raise your hand. I'll ask you to unmute and you can ask your question. Okay. All right. So if you still have question, you can still put it. We'll get to your question. We'll be going to today's topic, how to set a trade with a signal, how to enter a signal. We get this a lot. Signals are posted on the group for you to enter, but I believe that we have newly joined people and they are not conversant with how to use the signal. And also there is a particular one, the image signal. I believe that the one that comes with the chart is unclear to some people. So I'll just very briefly, I would just show us how to use the signal to trade. And then leader OBM will just give us one or two, and then we close. Okay. I'm going to share my screen now. Okay. I hope we can see my screen. Yeah? Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen. We can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this particular one, I believe it confuses a lot of people. So I'm going to explain how to use this type of signal to trade. Now, the first thing, when you see this particular signal, the first thing you want to actually look at is the name of the coin. Now, you can see the name of the coin at the top, right? It says ACA. That's the name of the coin. Please help me admit people. This is the name of the coin. You see it at the top left. Excuse me, at the top left corner. That's the first thing you want to take note of when you want to enter a signal, the name of the coin, so that you search for it. We all know that is USDT. Theta US is USDT. So we all know that you are trading that pair with USDT. So just take note of the name of the coin. Now, after taking note of the name of the coin, the next thing you want to do is note the entry price. You see where this arrow is? The bottom of where the arrow is, that's where you get the entry price. This, you see this place? Let me use another color. The bottom of where this arrow is shooting, there's a bottom here at this place. That's where you get the entry price. And if you look at the right side, you will see the entry price. And also, you'll see the time. But we are focusing on the entry price. Now, this here is the price that comes with the signal that we want you to enter at. This here, this particular amount, and you can see it's under the arrow. You can see a line also there. Now, when you also get, you can see the entry price here is 0.1361. And when you get that, I believe that we already have our settings saved. Your upline would have given you this. If you are new, your upline would have given you a settings to use. And that settings, you should have saved it. If you are old, I believe you can set your trade with your capital by yourself. We have a Zoom topic on that. If you have a certain capital, you should be able to calculate your margins. You should be able to set your margin configuration. I believe if you are an old member, you should be able to know that, or do that by yourself. But if you are new, your upline would have given you a setting according to your capital. So now the next thing we want to do is the take profit. You see where this arrow is shooting up? That's where you see the take profit. You see that this trade, this here, it says 30.9. This is it, 30.9. If you are somebody that is patient, you can take 20%, you can take 30%. But if you know that you are still new, you don't have that kind of patience, you can take, let me just simplify it, you can take anything from 3% to 30%, whatever your choice is. So the three things you have to look out for: the name of the coin, then you search it, the entry price, and then the take profit. So this is another one here again. This one is pond. It's the same thing. You check for the name, which is at the top left. And then over here, just beneath the arrow, you see the entry price, 0.01484. That's the price at which you need to enter. So if the coin, if you check the price of the coin and it's around this price, you can enter it. You can set the trade, enter. If it has maybe gone above this price, you leave it. You can either leave it, wait for another signal, or reduce the take profit. And then the last thing you need to check, this one says what, 13%. You can take from 2%, if it's 2% you want, if it's 3%, if it's 5%, if it's 10%, or if it's 13%. So I believe I've been able to explain this particular signal. This particular signal, the image has everything you need. You don't need explaining. Now there's another signal like this, this one here, this one circle. Now all signals that we post are actually one shot signal. A signal is one shot. That's what a signal is. So when you get a signal, no need to be asking, is it circle or one shot? If it's circle, it is not a signal. You can trade any coin on circle. You can decide to pick any coin and trade on circle, as long as you are able to cover a good amount of drop. You can cover 60%, 70%, 80%. You can trade circle. You don't need signal for circle trading. So every signal is actually a one-shot signal. Now this one is LPT/USDT. You can see it comes with the current price. And when you search LPT, you want to make sure that it is around 11.089 for you to enter that trade. Sometimes it says, sometimes it says preset. It's still the same thing. Current price, preset price. Let me use this one. It's the same thing. Okay, so this one says preset price. This one is HBAR/USDT. There's a preset price. This is the price is saying that, you know, this coin needs to be. If I give you, for example, if I give you 100 naira and say, go and help me, go to the market, help me buy a Coke for 100 naira. When you get to the market, you notice that the Coke is 120. I gave you 100 naira. Don't buy it if the Coke is 120. But if you go to the shop or the store and I gave you 100 naira to buy a bottle of Coke and you see the bottle of Coke for 18 naira, what will you do? You buy it. You won't say because I gave you 100 naira, you now saw it for 18 naira, you won't buy it. It's now cheaper. Better for you. Buy it. This type of trade, once you see the signal, you see that the coin has even dropped down a bit. If you enter it, you notice that you come out from that trade before other people that actually set the actual price will come out. It's better for you. So the next one is the take profit. Your whole position take profit ratio, you change it to 5%. It says caution, trade with margin call. Yes, always trade with margin call. These tactics, magic, 1, 2, 3 is settings, which I said that your upline would provide you with that if you are new. If you are old, I'm sure you know how to provide yourself with that. So that's how to enter a signal, especially the signal with the that comes with an image. So that's I believe that's all. Yes. Thank you. All right. So let's take questions. Someone says, is there an estimated daily profit or is it on a monthly basis? The coin to buy, are you the one to decide which it will be, or the robot does that? You have to instruct the robot. We drop signals. I just, talked about signal. I don't know if you're still on this Zoom, but we do drop signals. You have to enter the signals yourself. And the profit, it comes daily. Like Leader George says, if you have a limited capital, sometimes if you have a limited capital and you cannot cover a good percentage drop, like your capital, for example, you have $100 and your $100 might not be able to cover a 20% drop. Coin drops 20%. At the time, you might not actually earn profit. The coin has dropped beyond the desired drop you set it. So that's why we are saying monthly. Cryptocurrency a fixed price, doesn't have a fixed daily price. It's not even about royal crypto in general. If anyone is trading cryptocurrency and they tell you, oh, give me your money, I'll be giving you for 5 naira every day, or I'll be giving you 20 naira every day, they are scam. You can't decide that. Profit varies. It depends on the market. It depends on the coin you are trading in. Pumping today and tomorrow. Remember that cryptocurrency goes in waves. Once there is a pump, there will always be correction. So it goes down, it goes up. Once it finishes going up, it will come down a bit and then goes again. So in that time, when the coin is down, your robot might just be buying. And then once the coin starts to pump, your robot will start selling. So in cryptocurrency, there's nothing like fixed price or fixed amount of profits that you earn. The market, if the market is doing very beautifully well, you make profit. And if the market is down or a particular coin you are trading in is not moving, you might not make profit. So it's not really monthly basis. If you have a good amount of capital, you make profit every day. That's just it. Because you'll be making sub-sale, like Leader George said, he has been in a certain coin for 5 months. But in that 5 months, before the trade did the final sell, he was making money. So with Royal Q, you can make money downtrend and also make money uptrend. That's where margin configuration comes in. If you are new, you might not really understand it. People that have an activated robot that will understand. It's called dollar cost averaging, DCA. So you can earn money when the coin is going down. It's going to be buying some quantity and still be selling it. So yeah, in that 5 months, like he said, he was making profit before the coin pumped to where he bought from, at the top where he bought from, and took profits and ended that trade. So yeah. I don't know if the OBM is still on this. I don't know. Okay. The OBM, please, if you have your question, please type it on the chat. We'll attend to them. The OBM, can you please quickly give us 1 or 2 words briefly?
Yeah.
You're welcome, sir.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, good evening, Leader Shari. Good evening, Leader George. Good evening, everyone. Call. I hope we all gain from how to enter trade when we all see all the trade calls, that are a great what's that? Hello. Okay. Now all our great traders are giving us. Now, like I always say, when you see such trades, you take the trade, but also remember to share. That's why it's always good to have, when you are building a business, it's always good to have to be able to share. Where's the noise coming from? Hello,
We
can you
can
hear
hear
me?
you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Where's noise coming from? Yeah, where's that noise coming from, please? Now,
From my end, there's no noise. I can't hear
okay,
anything.
okay, wait, noise. Okay. Now, like I was saying, whenever you see such signals, you take the signals, also share with others. That's what I do, and I do that every day. Now, I always say this: I'm not, you cannot be good everywhere. There's no way. That's why I embrace network marketing. Where I'm not good, if I see that you are good there, I will try to tell you about what I'm doing. If you can do it, all and good. We share we share knowledge, or we will share our strength. Where I'm good at, I will help you. When you are not good, okay, no problem. Okay. So where I'm not good at, so we share knowledge, we share our skill, we share our experiences. Now, so whenever I see such signal, I share it to my groups. I have I call it a broadcast group. That's where I share. So, sorry, I'm hearing some noise. I'm not sure whether it's from me or who. I'm getting distracted, please.
Please, can any of our co-hosts clarify that? Because from my end, I can't hear any noise.
I'm very sorry.
Go ahead.
So
We are not hearing any noise. We are
okay,
hearing you clearly.
okay. So whenever you see such signals, like let me just I'm hearing that noise. So this is what I do. I share it to my broadcast group. Let's see. Let me share my screen, please. I'm just hearing that noise, but let me just continue. I'm so sorry. So let me just share my screen. So whenever such is shared, I will just broadcast it like this. You know. So I do share all the signals. I share it. Now, if you see it, you take it. And whenever you take it, you make money, I'll make some. Whenever I trade, I also make something. And that's how you grow. Now, whenever you are doing this, all your team members are also dedicated. You can see that those my broadcast groups. So whenever I do, I share it. And when they are seeing it, it's a culture. They also duplicate what I'm doing. And from there, you start seeing results like this. You can see my results. So since 2021, yeah, oh God started React. This is what I do every single day. And I want to just you can see, since the bull run started, I'll be having 3 figures in dollars. And when the bear season, started back then, though we are not making much, but every day something's coming in. So it's so easy. once you see, I always call this a monkey see, monkey do. You know, I don't know. See, I will be truthful with you. I don't really know how to trade, but I see people giving me signal. I take it and I share it. What's so hard in that? There's nothing hard in that. And when I do that, they make money and I make money. See my direct people in my direct, they are making something. You know, there are some people they are doing cycle, while some are, they are trading. And whenever they make something, I do. Now, and people, people in direct are people like Leader George. Now, Leader George also share it to others. And whenever they do it, you can see that the indirect is where the money is. So a lot of them are making money. People like Famous, people like Oshare, all of them are making, when they are making money, I'm also making money because I share the opportunity. So it's take the signal, we have the RKTI signal, we have the Jumbo, we have Prof, what's the name? Professor, that professor. We have who again? We even have people from Kabanda group also. They share signals. So whenever we see that, we utilize it. And also we share. And the more you share, the more you grow. And people don't even need to know whether you are the one giving them the signal or not. So it's why you trust the signal. Create your own WhatsApp group and start sharing also. And you can use this free signal also to build your business. You understand? So most of us are not utilizing this. That's why maybe you are stagnant or you are not seeing the result like other people. So let us utilize this opportunity. RealQ is the best thing. Like I was telling somebody today, Lawyer Taj, that the cheat code, the RealQ is a cheat code. Now, Lawyer Taj shared something now. He said, if you don't have a RealQ app, minting USDT for you, you don't know what you are missing. This is a daily yield of a $10,000 account. Now, you might not have that kind of money. Now, look at this person with $10,000 account. See what he's making. Now, look at my own. I might not have $10,000 in my account, trading for me, but I share this opportunity with people and I make similar thing. The overhead is how much? Nothing. And I spend $10 monthly, from renting RealQ. But I make as much as somebody that has $10,000 in his account. And I can bet you that person is always looking at the screen. I don't need to look at the screen to make this money because I shared the opportunity. So that's my contribution this night. I hope we are all blessed with it. So thank you, Leader George. Thank you, Leader Oshari. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Leader Obiam. Leader Obiam is a V5 rank in RealQ, and he has been able to make over $250,000 from team building. That is not even his trading profit. So I believe that if Leader OBM can do it, we also can do it. So let's take questions, and then after questions, we'll round up. Do we have any question? You can use the chat box. You can also unmute yourself and ask your question. This one is for members. Anyone can ask. Do we have any question?
Yes, I do. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so I missed a bit of the meeting because I was also in a meeting at work, but I didn't want to drop out of this call. So my question is, because most of the prospects I have are here in the US, and time zones are not very friendly. I'm thinking of creating a group to provide training to them. But the question of the signals that are dropped which are usually dropped when we are asleep. I don't know how one can get access to those, so we can also use it to help those that we're bringing on board.
Sorry, get access to what?
The signals that you drop on the platform, where do you get those from?
We get them from a group. We have
Mr.
signal group.
Mr.
Most of
Sammy,
all the
Mr. Sammy, Sherry, let
Yes.
me take this. Mr.
okay.
Sammy, just tell us the time when you people will be up, because those signals, they do drop even midnight. They drop them randomly. There's no special time for signals.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
signals they drop. Sometimes I will wake up by 5. They have already dropped signal by 1 a.m. from our time. So which
Okay.
of the time do you think that you people will not be sleeping? Because they drop signal in the morning, they drop signal in the afternoon, they drop in the midnight. So at least one
Okay.
of the times should tally with when you people will be
Yes.
up.
Yes. Midnight your time is convenient for us, because
Uh-huh.
midnight your time is 6 p.m. in the evening for us, or 7 p.m. in the evening for us. But morning
Okay,
your time is midnight for us, or 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
okay,
Um,
okay. I know what I will
yeah.
do. I know what I will do. Maybe you chat me later.
Okay. All right. I will.
Yeah,
Okay.
hello, what we can do for them, it's you can add them to Apex Jumbo group, you can add them to RQTMI group, you can add them also to Apex Jumbo, RQTMI. Yeah, we can add anybody interested. You can contact George or myself. So we add you to directly to such group, so that whenever you are seeing it in real time, you can get it.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
when you're in that group, I
Because
cannot guarantee you, but we can always share from there.
okay. Good. Because I am excited, very excited, because right now my market is limited to just Nigerians who have NIN or BVN. Because here Binance is not allowed to trade. All of the exchanges that RoyalQ connects to are not approved to trade in the US. But we expect that to change from the early part of next year. And when that happens, it's going to open the floodgates in terms of building. So we need to be able to have a platform where we can train, the prospects too, rather than relying on them to come to join trainings in Nigeria. That's one. And then two, there are people who may not be of Nigerian descent. And therefore, it will be hard for them to follow what we are saying the way we say them. So I'm just thinking ahead of how to set up the structure, to train those people when they come on board. That's why I was asking the question. But
Okay,
thank
Mr.
you.
Sammy,
Thank you.
we have leader Tom. Leader Tom is based in Germany. I think Germany and Cameroon. So we have another leader Aminata, I think is France. So we have Zoom. We have Zoom meetings for different languages. So when those
Okay.
prospects come on board, just let leader Tom know, so it can
Okay.
or leader Oshari, they can link you to either, depending on the language. I know leader
Okay.
Aminata, they have their Zoom, they have the one they speak French. Any language Royal Q,
Okay.
we have people in every country. You understand?
Okay.
So when they
Fantastic.
are on board, we can link you with any. You understand?
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Shari.
Someone is acting on chat, but please, what is the minimum balance to start royalty? You need at least $240 or $200 to start. You need $140 or $130 to set up your robot, and a minimum of $100 or $50 as your trading capital to start. Please add me to the Signal. The Signal group is for activated Royal Queue members only. Please add me to the Signal group. All of you that are asking for Signal group, we'll add you, but signals are being posted 247. So you don't need all this. Signals are being posted. You know how many signals have been posted on our group just today? Do we have any other question, please, before we round up? Do we have any other question before we round up? DM lovers will ask your question. I've given you people name DM lovers. You love DM so much. You love my DMs so much. You don't like to ask questions yet. Do we have any other questions, please? So I believe we now know how to set to enter Signal whenever Signal comes. Also, if you are new here, please please try as much as possible to watch videos on margin configuration. You need to know the basics. Watch videos on margin configuration so that you understand how to set your trades on your own. Please, it is very important, because if your upline do not know these things, they cannot teach you. So you need to know how to do it on your own. All of you are asking to be added to the Signal.
Oh, sorry.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
I can hear you.
Good evening. My name is Glenn. I want to ask a question.
Please go ahead.
Please, though I've registered already, but the signal I got, I tried
Please,
to
can you
use
speak
it
up? Your
just
voice is
because I
low.
didn't. Okay, can you hear me now?
Hello, can you speak up? Your voice is low.
Yes. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Go ahead, I can hear you.
Hello. Okay. Like the image signal that you showed, the second one, that they just wrote them out. Maybe if you can do a screenshot of the app for the different page. Okay, when they say 1, 3, 5, what does it mean? It means change this one to 1, this to 3, this to 5. Change this to this to that. It will help us to catch up faster. You
I
understand?
don't understand.
Because the image one, we were teaching on how to enter into trade and what the signals, what they mean, right? And you put up a page. You showed us a page of one of the signals that we have been seeing on the WhatsApp group. Yes. So what I'm saying is that those, as you're explaining what each item means, if it can be shown on the real queue, when you see this is what it means on this page, just the way you showed on the entry amount, how you enter and take profit is up here. This one, that 1, 3, and 5. You just said the person that introduced you would show you that.
Yeah, that's what I said. The person that introduced you will give you
some of us might not be where. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Some of us might not be there and show us and say, okay, in reality, this on this page, when they say 1, 3, and 5, this is where the 1, 3, and 5 is. You get me?
Hello.
Just the setup
Hello.
and the
I don't think I
videos.
understand, Sha.
I understand him. Is the Aruq TMI 135 this thing, capital setting?
Oh, okay.
What she said is that the person that introduced you to Royal Q, you must have told the person, I'm starting Royal Q with $100. I'm starting Royal Q with $1,000. You and the person would have informed you that, okay, $1,000, let's trade 3 coins, or let's trade 4 coins, 250, or let's trade 3 coins, 300. Okay, this is the settings for the 300. Save it. Anytime you see signal, use them. That what you are seeing Arikit GMI 135. Number 1 is a type of capital settings that you can use for $100. 3 can be $100. 5 can be capital settings you can use for $1,000. That setting is for a team. Just like we have our team here, we have our settings that the person that introduced you will give you,
Okay.
and you will save it. That RTMI, once you see their signal, what you should pick is the name of the coin, the entry price, the take profit. Any other thing, you already have it saved.
Okay.
Because you yourself, you know the capital you want to use to enter any of the trade. So that one comes from you. You already have it saved. You
Okay.
can have save
Okay.
settings for 100. You can have save settings for $200. You can have save settings for one shot. You can have save settings for cycle. That is why the host said you should try and understand the margin configuration. We have plenty Zoom on margin configuration. If you understand that page well, you will know, okay, I'm trading with 200. I want to add another 200, or I want to add $100. How will I structure it? When you have that knowledge of margin
Okay.
structure it, it will not depend on someone else
Okay.
settings for capital, because you yourself, you have your own capital. You understand the point? Hello? Your line is cracking.
Yes. Oh.
Hello, did are you hearing anything? Because the line, I'm not getting anything. No.
Yes, I
It is cracking.
understand. I understand. For talking about, I understand. I get the point right now. I get what you're explaining.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, no.
I can hear you. Your line is cracking. Your line is cracking. You can use the chat if you want to answer.
Okay, can you hear me?
Hello,
Yes.
Mr. Sam. Mr. Sammy.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Is the connection good? Okay. I just wanted to ask a question concerning a screenshot that
Okay.
Ocean shared in the group. A $200 position, but a $2,000 plus return. I was wondering, how do you, what take profit percent did that person set for that trade to still be there?
And the person posts the trade. Because the highest take profit you can set in RoyalQ is 30%. If you
That's
need
what I
more
was
than
wondering.
30%, you set the trade on cycle, because RoyalQ encourage taking of profits. RoyalQ
Okay.
understands cryptocurrency. Those behind RoyalQ, they have been in crypto for years, so they understand the meaning of taking profits. Before in RoyalQ, we can set 100% take profits. In RoyalQ before, it's that the highest you can set is 30%. But if you pause your robot and the trade will pump, the robot will not sell. it can pop above 30%, 40, 50 because you have paused it. But Royalku encourage taking profit because we are on the group which they saying 20% or nothing. This one is saying 10% or nothing. This one is saying 15% or nothing. Before the next minute, everybody went inside their share because
Went home empty-handed. Yeah.
because of the 10% or nothing started seeing minus. So you see, someone that is expecting 20% or nothing, and the robot has already given you 10%, and you did not take it, you are seeing 20% or nothing. And before you know, you are seeing minus 25. You have to now start waiting, start getting the sub profit small. Whereas you would have collected the 10% full. So Royalku understand the meaning of taking profit. That is why they reduce the take profit to 30%. That is the highest you can take. But if you need more from the coin, you can set the trade on cycle. So if you take the first 30, it continues the next journey for another 30. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So if you pause a trade, that means that you go and close that trade in the exchange,
You said?
not from Royalku. I say if you pause a trade, for example, if we take that trade as an example, all right, so that trade now does 100%, 120%. You go and sell that trade in the exchange, or how do you close that trade?
Anytime you resume it, current 120%. Do you understand?
No, I didn't get that. Sorry.
Hello.
I didn't hear that. Sorry.
You don't need to go to Binance to sell. If you unpause the trade, if you resume the trade, Royalku will sell it at that current 120%.
Oh, right. Okay. That's good to know.
Binance to sell any coin.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome. It does show me. It's like
Alright,
we
so I
have
believe we don't have any question again now.
one Neri Esther. You said, please add me on to the Signal group. You are still the one saying, what is the minimum balance to start Royalku? Please, you have to start first. When you start Royalku, then we'll add you to the group. Thank you. Someone said, I was waiting for the Bollinger Band and KDJ explanation. We have explanation of the Bollinger Band and the KDJ. Today's setting is just signal, how to enter it, how you can pick. We have a Zoom, practical Zoom, where we explained, practical Zoom, where we explain the chart and how to look at the Bollinger Band and how to look at the KDJ explanation, how to look at them before you can decide to pick a trade. You can go and watch that explanation. If you have any question, you can now come to me or Leader Oshari to answer any of your questions. Thank you. Okay, Glenn said, sorry, my network went bad while I was still speaking. Okay. Take it up. The Zoom is for 1 hour. We have already spending more than 1 hour.
Alright, to all of us asking, can I be added to the Signal group? Are you getting Signal on the group or you're not getting Signal on the group? Signals are being dropped on the group. So if you are new here, you do not have an activated robot, please type new. Please get back to the person that invited you to the Zoom. They will give you a link. Use the link to register, and they'll guide you on how to activate your robot. After activating your robot, you'll be added to the groups. Also, If you are new, don't keep depending on your upline for settings. Please, when you usually, it should be when you just join. Yes, your upline will assist you, give you settings to use. Now, in that period where your upline is assisting you, that period should be your learning period. You shouldn't be relaxing. You should be unrelaxed. You should be trying to understand, why is this thing like this? How are you doing this thing, or how are you doing that thing? Be watching videos. Go watch videos. There's a very short video on our YouTube channel on how to understand margin configuration and set it with your capital. The period where your upline is going to be guiding you, whether it's your upline or your grand upline, or it's not a period for you to just be enjoying the profits. No. As you're enjoying profits, please, that period should be your learning period. And in no time, you should be able to handle it by yourself. You shouldn't wait for up to a month or more than a month to understand these things. It's not hard. It's not that serious. You should be able to know how to set it by yourself, set trades by yourself, so that you too, you can pass knowledge. It should be going, it should be flowing. Me too, your upline too can learn from you. Let it be flowing so that when you invite someone also, you can pass that knowledge down. But a lot of you don't want to do it. You just want your upline or your grand upline to be doing everything for you every time. Remember that these people too have their own robots. They are users just like you. They don't own the Royal Q company. So please, that period where your upline or your grand upline is assisting you to set trades should be that period you should be also learning, so that in no time you should be able to handle your trades by yourself. And please, let's try as much as possible to come to attend Zoom meetings. We need this knowledge. You need the knowledge. I myself, I still attend Zoom meetings when I'm not presenting or when I'm not hosting Zoom. I'm in other Zoom meetings that other people are hosting. So I don't see any reason why you should not attend Zoom meetings. And most of all those things that are being said there, I know them. Though we learn every day, you don't know it all. So try as much as possible, attend Zoom. If you miss the Zooms for anything, we have the recorded version. It's for you. It's on our YouTube channel. Access it at any time. You can even be on the Zoom and there are some things you forgot, or there are some things you did not catch. You go back and watch the recording. That's why it's recorded. It's a 1 hour Zoom. There's so much you can grab in 1 hour. That's why you take notes in your class. When you have a class, you take notes so that you can revise. So always try as much as possible to watch the Zoom. Someone say, how can I get the Zoom with the video on Zoom? The link will be posted. You will get it. Our Zoom link will be posted. We always post it. So thank you so much for attending our Zoom. Our Zoom days and time, Mondays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time, just twice a week. Just twice a week. Thursday and Mondays and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Thank you so much for coming out. And please be big on getting knowledge. Please and please be big. When we started, we didn't have this opportunity. So please make good use of it. Please be hungry to learn. Be hungry for knowledge. Be inquisitive. Like, what does this thing do on the robot? A lot of you just have a robot. You don't even know the in and out of the robot. You should be asking questions also. That's very important. You watch the Zoom, you attend Zoom meeting, you watch the recording, then ask questions. You people get it all wrong. You don't watch, you don't attend, you just come and ask questions. We are giving our time here to attend to you people on the Zoom. So we will love it that you actually get in touch with the materials before you ask questions. Not just coming to ask questions and you've not watched the video or you did not attend the Zoom. So please, let's try as much as possible to get this knowledge. If you get the knowledge, it will be better for you in the bull season. The honest truth is me, I'm going to handle my robot first before I look at my downline, before I attend to my downline. In this bull season, I have to make I can get, but I'm going to set my trade first before my downline will be in my inbox pending. I will set my trade first before I will attend to you. So I think you should get that knowledge so that you too, as I'm hustling my own, you too, you'll be hustling your own, our own, independently. So if you are not sharp in this bull season, you will make money, but the money will not be plenty as if you are sharp. The amount of money the person is going to make than the person that is not sharp. So please get this knowledge. Thank you so much. I will see you on Thursday. A good night, everybody. Thank you so much, Leader George. Thank you so much, Leader OBM, for coming out. And to everyone here present, thank you. And we'll see you on Thursday. Good night.
Thank you, guys. Bye.